let me tell you a painful truth that most sales professionals never hear. You're probably not losing high ticket deals because you lack confidence, not because your communication is weak, not because your product is bad or service is bad. You're losing deals because you have no strategy for the specific deal you are in. And that's the biggest mistake killing your conversions. Most people enter sales conversations hoping their pitch, energy, or follow up will somehow close the deal. But high ticket buyers don't buy because you talked well. They buy because you guided the deal strategically. And if you don't know what stage the buyer is in, who is actually making the decision, what fears are blocking the purchase, and what move should happen next, then you are not running the deal. You are reacting to it. And reacting kills high ticket sales. Today, I am going to show you why most deals silently die. The one strategy concept that changes everything, and how elite closers, top professionals structure deals differently. Here's what most salespeople do: a lead comes in, they jump on a call, they present features, they explain pricing, they send a proposal, then they follow up. Sounds familiar? But here's the problem: the entire process is tactical, not strategic. In high ticket sales, whether it's real estate, automotive, consulting, enterprise software, insurance, coaching, or luxury services, buyers don't make instant emotional purchases. These are complex decisions. There are multiple stakeholders, financial risks, emotional fears, reputation concerns, comparison anxiety, and long decision cycles. But most salespeople treat a 50 lakh rupee deal the same way they would sell a 5,000 rupee product. That's insane. And this is why deals stall. The buyer says, let me think about it. We'll discuss internally. Now may not be the right time. But usually, the real problem is the buyer never got enough clarity and confidence to move forward. And that happens because the salesperson had no deal strategy. Most salespeople rely on three things: effort, enthusiasm, and follow up. But effort without strategy creates exhaustion, not results. Here's the biggest mistake: people try to use sales skills before understanding the deal. They present before diagnosing. They handle objections before building value. They push for closing before buyer feels safe. And then they wonder why the deal disappeared. Listen carefully. In high ticket selling, sales is not persuasion. Sales is deal design. That means every deal needs a roadmap, a structure, and a strategic sequence. The problem is most people are improvising, and improvisation is dangerous in complex sales. You cannot wing a 1 crore rupee real estate deal. You cannot wing a corporate consulting engagement. You cannot wing enterprise sales conversations with multiple stakeholders. You need strategy. So, let me give you the one concept that can completely transform your conversions: the deal strategy lens. Okay. Before trying to sell, you must answer four strategic questions. And these four questions are the foundation of the strategy pillar inside my SPAR framework. Question one: why would this buyer change? What is the real pain? Not surface level pain, deep pain. What's happening in their world right now that creates urgency? Question 2. What happens if they don't change? This is where most salespeople fail. They explain benefits but never expand consequences. And people change faster to avoid pain than to gain pleasure. Question 3. Who actually influences the decision? In high ticket sales, the person talking to you is rarely the only decision maker. There may be the husband, the wife, finance teams, partners, parents, department heads, CEOs, or advisors involved. If you don't map the decision ecosystem, you lose control of the deal. Question 4. What must happen next? Not, I'll follow up. That's weak. Every deal should have a clear next step, a timeline, a purpose, and mutual commitment. Momentum matters. Without structured momentum, deals drift. And here's the powerful insight. If you cannot answer these four questions clearly, you don't have a deal yet. You only have a conversation. Let me give you a real example. I once observed two sales consultants selling premium SUVs. Same brand, same showroom, same pricing, but completely different results. Salesperson A showed features immediately, discussed discounts early, kept chasing the customer, and constantly followed up with, Sir, have you decided, sir? Salesperson B approached differently. Before presenting anything, he understood why the buyer wanted to upgrade, who else was involved, what image the buyer wanted to project, what frustrations existed with the current vehicle, and what timeline mattered. And he discovered the customer's daughter was getting married. Okay. The family wanted a status upgrade, and reliability mattered more than discounts. So instead of pitching features, he strategically positioned the vehicle around family image, comfort, prestige, reliability, and long term ownership confidence. The result? The buyer closed without much negotiation. Why? Because the salesperson wasn't selling a car, he was strategically designing the decision. That's the difference. So here's the truth. The biggest mistake killing your high ticket deals is not lack of confidence, it's lack of deal strategy. The moment you stop reacting and start strategically guiding the buyer, everything changes. Your conversations become calmer, your follow ups become easier, objections reduce naturally, and buyers begin to trust you differently. Because strategy creates clarity, and clarity creates decisions. If this video helped you rethink how you approach sales, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with the word strategy. And if you want to master modern high ticket selling using my SPAR framework covering strategy, psychology, AI augmentation, and repeatable systems, then check out Smart Cell Nation website for more information. Link in the description below. I'll see you in the next video.